Welcome back to Treasure Quest Mining's weekly treasure hunt series. My name is Angeline, and I'm going to be your tour guide. Each week for our treasure hunts, we walk around the shop, select 10 treasures, tag in with a little blue dot, and then that treasure is 20% off for the week. This week's sale runs from December 27th through January 2nd. If you're local to the Apex area, we invite you to just come on by and shop the shelves. But if you're not local, that's not a problem. Simply give us a call or send us an email. We'd be happy to hold that treasure until you can get here or ship it out to you. All right, folks, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's start off by picking a piece of selenite for our first treasure of the week. And I was over here scoping it out earlier, and it was a little hard to decide. So I'm just going to show you a few different types of selenite shapes that we carry. We have selenite from Mexico and from Morocco. And I do want to pick this selenite sphere in particular because check that out. That's cool, right? Let me show you what's going on. So selenite is very fibrous. And so the stone grew in these rod type shapes. And so when you look at the stone from the side, you see those lines, you see the rods. But when you look at it from the end of the rod, so to speak, to try to use simple terms here, you can see through it. See my fingers? It's pretty cool. So that's one of the things I love about selenite spheres. Plus they catch the light in this really mesmerizing way. So this will be treasure number 1. It's a $28 selenite sphere from Morocco that you can play with. So it kind of reminds me of like the magic 8 ball when you were a kid. Anyway, so this guy will be treasure number 1. Selenite is used for cleansing and purifying a space, or cleansing and purifying other crystals, and bringing positive energy into a space. So plus it'll be super fun to play with this one. So there we go, treasure number 1 for this week. And for treasure number 2, we're going to turn directly behind us and pick an agate geode. And I want to pick this one. And so these agate pieces are from Brazil. Agates form in geodes, so you're going to see this exterior crust or rind to the geode. And then they form in concentric bands. So look at the color in this one, isn't it great? I love it, and I love the little druzy pocket in the middle. So this is a $32 piece of agate from Brazil. That's amazing. And they bring some stability and grounding to your space. So there we go. Love the colors in this. And this is natural colors. This is not dyed. A lot of agates are dyed. We don't carry dyed agate in the shop. So this is the natural color. For treasure number 3, we're going to turn back to the main wall and pick a piece of sphalerite. And I love the sphalerite material. It has such fantastic structures and patterns and colors and crystalline shapes. So I love this stuff. So let's pick this one. This is a sphalerite slab, so you can display it on both sides. And this one's pretty chunky, so it might sit. Oh yeah, cool. So that's a nice bonus. So it does sit on its own. Nice flat bottom. We do provide you with the stand, so you can prop it up at a little bit of an angle, but this piece is great because you can do either. This is a $42 piece of sphalerite. Check it out. It's really nice. I love all of this druzy crystals on here. These guys are from China. And they're lovely little additions to your collection. Sphalerite is supposed to aid in unlocking potential. So good way to start the new year. Treasure number 3. For treasure number 4, we're going to pick a piece of bumblebee jasper. The bumblebee jasper that we have is from Indonesia, and it's known for this incredibly vibrant yellow color, which is made from sulfur. And it is in a volcanic rock. And I like this one. So this is a really big piece, actually. This is a $34 piece of bumblebee jasper. Bumblebee jasper is supposed to help us with inspiration and aiding in determination to overcome obstacles. And it's also believed to inspire adventure. Lots of fun things to think about for the new year, especially the inspiring adventure part. So I really like this line. I'm kind of mesmerized by it. Like, some people see things in the minerals, and so you can almost see like a landscape in this picture or this mineral. Yeah, so it does come with the stand. So there we go. This will be treasure number 4 for this week. This super cool piece of bumblebee jasper. For treasure number 5, we're gonna pick a labradorite pendant that's sitting right here on the shelf with some of our polished labradorite pieces. We're gonna pick this piece. So let me see where I can set this down to show you this pendant. Let's try this right here. Okay, so this is a labradorite cabochon set in sterling silver, and it's $40. And it has a fantastic blue shimmer to it. This is a great pendant. I love labradorite. It's definitely one of my favorites of all time. Labradorite is believed to inspire new beginnings, and it's all about possibilities and potential. And it's supposed to aid in creativity and adventure, seeking a sense of adventure. So that's beautiful. Originally discovered in Labrador, Canada. This particular cabochon is from Madagascar. For treasure number 6, we're gonna pick a piece of malachite. This malachite is from the Democratic Republic of the Congo in Africa. Malachite is green for the high copper concentration in the stone, and it has such incredible patterns. I love malachite, especially that pendant. Check that out. But we're not going to pick that for this week. We're going to pick a polished shape, but I just wanted to show you the incredible patterns of the stone. So malachite, we're going to pick this one. I like the black vein here, and it has that little bit of sparkle in there. So I love a sparkly stone. So malachite is believed to be a very powerful protection stone, protecting you from the negative energy of other people and helping you maintain your own emotional balance despite what might be going on with the folks around you. So beautiful stone. So it has a nice piece to hold in your hand. This is a $36 piece of malachite. It's got these cool like little grooves. You can rub your thumb in that little groove, but I'm definitely mesmerized by the sparkle. So there we go. Treasure number 6, this piece of malachite. And for treasure number 7, I'm gonna pick a septarian that is right behind us. So we gotta spin around, and I'm gonna pick one of these septarian slabs. So last week we featured a black septarian from Madagascar, and I mentioned that they're concretions. And so kind of the easiest way to describe it, or I guess the most way to tell it to you in a story form, is that these, as things died in the ocean, little balls of mud formed around their decaying bodies. And over time, those balls of mud solidified when the area of the ocean receded, drying and cracking that ball of mud. And then with millions and millions of years of time, these little concretions, or these little nodules, ended up filling with other minerals. I mean, check that out. That is so cool. And so what we're looking at here is we're looking at limestone, aragonite, and calcite. So the aragonite's these brown lines, and the calcite is the yellow structure inside. And so these nodules are from Utah. The Utah septarian is quite a bit more rare and significantly more expensive than the yellow and black septarian from Madagascar. So a lot of folks are familiar with the yellow and black septarians from Madagascar, but typically not familiar with the Utah pieces. And I really like this one, so let's go ahead and pick this one. So this is a $50 slab, and I'm gonna take it off the stand here. And you can see it's a nice slice. The other side is not polished. And this side is. And let's look a little closer. Oh, look at those crystal structures. I love that. That's awesome. And that's where a little fossil was and was chipped out when they polished it. See that little groove? Yeah, these are super cool. And they do fluoresce. So I love a UV reactive mineral. So there we go. So this will be treasure number 7 for this week. This Utah Septarian slab. For treasures 8, 9, and 10, we're going to head down the hall. And we're going to head right over here, and we're going to start by picking this Gamal candle. So the Gamal vases, if you've been following along, are from the Gamal tree in Indonesia. These pieces are made in Bali specifically, and they blow the glass into the wood, and that's how the glass gets its shape. And it, of course, chars and singes the wood. And so we're going to pick this candle as our treasure number 8 for this week. It does hold a little tea light, and it's really pretty little centerpiece. So this is a $39 candle from Bali. And for treasure number 9, we're going to slide just above it. It'll be super easy to find the numbers in order as you walk around the shop this week. We're going to pick this horned helmet conch shell as treasure number 9. I love seashells and marine life, and I'm just fascinated at the way in which these shells are formed and all the different colors and patterns. It's pretty cool stuff. So let's pick this one. This is a horned helmet conch, and they're fun to pick up like this. And then I can show it to you a bit easier. So this one is a male. We can tell because his tines or his spines or spikes, however you want to describe those, are low. They're a low profile. They're not super tall. Wow, look at the pattern from this end. So in the females, these are taller, and the female shell is much heavier and denser. Look at the pattern. I love it. So this will be treasure number 9 for this week. This beautiful horned helmet conch shell. And for treasure number 10, we're going to skip this section and just move over here to this side and pick a bug. So last week I showed you this wall of all of our taxidermied bugs, butterflies, bats, fish, all kinds of cool stuff, and we picked a butterfly last week. So this week I want to pick this grasshopper. Those of you that know me know that I'm short, so it was kind of amazing that I could reach that. This is the Humboldti grasshopper, and I love the pink. So sometimes the Humboldti will have purple. Look at this guy. I love it. It's so cool. Check out his face. So these guys are raised on farms and then taxidermied so they don't rot and decay, and mounted in these double glass frames in Peru. Look at the spikes on his leg. You can really admire nature, right? And nature's art. Love it. Okay, so this guy, let's see how much he is. This is a $94 specimen. And this will be treasure number 10 for this week, the Humboldti grasshopper. Now let's retrace our steps. And that's a wrap. Thanks so much for joining us. We hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next time.